Okay, so let's start here. I'm gonna go through really fast on first part. The first part is basically understand. So for me, I will kind of do this, the initial conditions, and I'll write down in coordinate form. And I'll write down this is the time, and this is the temperature. And not only that, there's gonna be a T, and this is the H of T. That's the things I will kind of label all the things. Um, First, I need to find out the slope of the equation. So then dH dt is equal to -1/4 h minus 27. What does h I should plug in here? 91 or 0? Does anybody plug in 0?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, wait, no. Sorry, I plugged in 91.
Okay, if you plug in 0, last period some couple students plug in 0, and the reason why they don't confuse with time and temperatures. They both start with a time, but in this case, H is represents temperatures rather than time. So if you did, it's okay. Just let me know. And this I know that those are things that you need to address. And that's equal to -16. So then it's going to be y equal to y minus 91 equal to -16 times x minus 0. Now, I don't like y and x in this case because we are going to solve the wrong thing. So we're going to change the y to h of t is equal to -16t rather than x plus 91. And I'm going to plug in 3 here. It's going to be -16 times 3 plus 91. That's going to give you 43. So 43 degrees for part A. Now this you would earn 2 points. And this is an S tier question because every single AP exam has this part. This part you have to get it right because they usually ask you equation tangent line and they'll ask you approximate. Just plug in the x value, in this case t value, you're going to get an answer. This becoming pretty popular, d2 h dt2 is a second derivative. The reason about second derivative is if you do that, you're going to have to plug in the first derivative. So let me write down this. Now I'm going to distribute that because I think that'll be easier to see. So that's going to be 27/4. I distribute this through here. Now if I take a derivative, so that means I'm going to take a derivative to this. D to the dt, so it's going to be d2 h dt2 is equal to -1/4. Now I'm going to take a derivative of h. It's going to be dh dt. Now here's the hardest part is you had to plug in dh dt because second derivative you had to plug in the first derivative. Get used to do that. So -1/4 dh dt is going to be -1/4. It kind of seemed like this is repetitive, but it's not. You're actually doing something within something. So that's equal to 1/16 times h minus 27. Now they say answer from part 1. That's going to be 43. So it'll be -16. And this is 43 minus 27. That's equal to 1. So actual answer is going to be 1. But is that over or underestimate? Is 1 is over or under? Is that over or under?
Because isn't it greater than 27?
Well, that's not why. Because is what does d2hdt tell you? Tell you increasing, decreasing, or concave up, concave down?
Concave up.
It's concave up. So your tangent line is always going to be below if something is concave up. Does that make sense? Your tangent line is below, just like this. So therefore, it's underestimate. So it's underestimate because dh2 dt2 is greater than 0. So it's concave up. It's concave up. That's why it's underestimation. Your tangent line is going to be below. So that you would answer like 4 points already. You're already above the Ming already. Ming is 1.2 out of 9. And you're already 3 points above the Ming. Rest of them is all bonus credits. Because it's second derivative is positive. It's concave up. If it's concave up, it's like this. The tangent line is a bit low, so it's always going to be under approximate. Part C, I screwed up last period, so yeah.
Why is 1 over 8 h? Because isn't it -1 or negative, I mean, times -1? Isn't that just negative?
Positive 116.
Yeah, 116. So why is it?
Because I gotta plug in 43 for H, because they use this answer for part A. So I gotta plug in 43 for H. For the last part, dg/dt. So dg/dt, last period I actually did it wrong because I look at the wrong thing, so don't make that mistake because I ran out of time. So it was, when I ran out of time, I rush. So for what I do is I would actually do like this. Now, why do they do separation variable? They never told you to do that, but they did. Because if you hear, they say there's a differential equation of this, right? And they say, hey, can you find the expression of g? What's the only way to find a g? You have dg/dt, you had to take an integral. Now, since the dg over dt is not g of x, therefore you had to do separation of variable. Now I'm gonna move this g to the other side. So I'm gonna keep the negative sign on the other side just because I think that's a simpler. So 2 over 3 is equal to negative dt. Now if you do this, that's give you the first point. At least minimum get down to this part. Everybody should get down to this part. Everybody can get 1 point here. It's called separation of variable. They never say separation of variable. They never say find particular solution. This is the first time they say find g of t. That means find particular solutions. I have to take integral this, right? Once you integral this, it's going to be u equal to g minus 27 because you cannot use natural log because it's not parenthesis to the first power. It's actually parenthesis to the 2/3 power, so that's going to be like this. So that's going to be integration of u to the 2/3 du integration of negative t plus c. Because negative sign is going to be negative t plus c. Now this one is going to be u to the 1/3, right? Because that means integration u to the negative 2/3 is u to the 1/3 3 equal to negative t plus c. 3 times g minus 27 to the 1/3 equal to negative t plus c. Now what I'm going to do is plug in the g. What is g? According to the question, what is g?
91.
Yep, it's 91 0 still. So 91 minus 27. So 91 minus 27 to the 1/3, 3 equal to the c, right? That's 64, that's 3, that's 12. C is equal to 12. So I'm going to solve for it. 3 u to the 1/3, 3g minus 27 to the 1/3 equal to t plus 12. I'm going to divide it by 3 on both sides. That's going to be t plus 12 over 3. I'm going to cube both sides. So g minus 27 is equal to t plus 12 over 3 to the cube. G is equal to t plus 12 over 3 to the 3rd minus 27. Now, what do they say? They want to find out t equal to 3, right? Plus 27? Okay. So 3 plus 12 over 3 to the 3rd plus 27, g of 3. And that's
Mr.
what?
Isn't that t supposed to be negative?
T is supposed to be negative. Oh, you're right. You guys are. I just loosened my sign on the way. Did I fix everything? and this is -3. So that's gonna give you 3 to the third plus 27. That's equal to 54. And the answer is 54. Thank you for fixing my mistakes. I forgot a negative sign. You guys gonna have homework about this? Yeah, I go home eat something. I say I gotta go home eat something. No, I can come back. I'm gonna come back. It's up to you. You come back and be lunch?
No, it is so low. What? The Fallout effect so low.
Chase, well, I think
Why?
my target, you're gonna have one of my friend's little brothers pop out and be like, "Yeah, I hit your car." Once he comes out, we shoot him. That's what Jack Waller did. It's funny.
I gotta turn off my stream.